reminder that from this point forward, we are recording.
Yeah, baby.
Everything that said will be recorded. Hence, Tork in a box. All right. For real, though, we're going to get started. Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, no matter where you're at. Another exciting episode. Actually, episode 76, to be exact, of the CNC podcast. I got to introduce him. Treaticus, the robot version.
Jacob's bot. This is the Jacob's bot dance.
Oh, doing the bot dance. I wonder if we're going to talk about that in this episode. What about you, Tork? How you doing over there?
I'm great, man. Sick robot, bruh.
Sick robot. So we got two robot talks so far.
For those that are listening out there, not viewing us on YouTube or listening on Spotify or wherever, Treat is doing the most amazing 80s, 70s, like funky, like disco robot kind of breakdancing style, popping and locking. Yeah, it is a sight to behold.
Why are you like cupping your hands? I thought everything was straight motions.
Look,
he can't dance without cupping. We know that.
Says the guest, coming in hot. I love it. This is exciting. This is throwback OG CNC man himself. Man,
that's what I'm talking about.
Woo! Oh, hold on. I'm getting a little flustered.
That's right.
Welcome, SDA.
Starstruck. SDA's here, baby.
What is
founder?
Beautiful bearded wonder.
Not as good as yours. Just trying to be like you.
I am wearing this beautiful
hat. That's a great hat. That's a great hat.
I used it. Oh, you got time out. Those are autographs.
What?
Nice. Why didn't I get a hat with autographs?
You'd have to steal this from my son, I guess.
Who are some of those autographs, real quick? I know we're here to talk about all sorts of stuff.
So the best one is Koulibaly. I don't know if you can. The BC Bilal.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. So we've got so many rookies this year that are the real stars of the show. And last year it was thanks to TopShot Wizard. He gave me his tickets to take my son to go meet all the players for a season ticket holder event at the Sky Museum in DC. So we went up there, but Kuz and Poole were on a premier floor that needed VIP access to. So we didn't go up and get theirs, which is fine.
Wow.
But Koulibaly was there because he was the rookie last year, and Denny, who's now in Portland, he was there. But Bilal was cool because DC is not always people's favorite choice to get drafted to, and we also have a little bit of trouble attracting some free agents too. And we talked to him. He's like, I'm so excited to be in DC, and it kind of like took me back, right? He's coming over from France. Everyone's talking about Wemby, his teammate.
Yeah.
And then we got this guy who he's a stud. He is a stud, and he's happy to be here. So this is cool.
Nice. That's good.
That's my favorite autograph on there.
I like it.
I like it a lot.
I'll try to get you one at some point, Brett.
Okay. I can accept that. That sounds wonderful. Dude, so it's been a while. Let's catch up. TopShot Collectin.
What's new? What's happening?
Are you fast breaking? Are you non-fast breaker?
I am a fast breaker. I'm a little better than Tork at it, but
who isn't?
Not as good as some other folks in the community.
Well, I don't know if you know this. Treaticus is pretty on fire with his secret method. Treaticus, do you want to tell them what your secret method is?
Yeah, you see that right there? See it right there? I do this exercise, and I hit that autofill.
You tap that autofill?
Tap that autofill.
I'm tempted.
Tap. Every day, baby.
Does it work?
Every day. It works. I won 7 the last run, babe. Just hitting autofill.
7. That's pretty good. I think that's what I got.
Yep.
So I forgot the first day this run, so that was a great start. The second day I missed by 1 point, and then I missed last night because Karl Anthony Towns didn't score a point in the fourth quarter. So
Classic.
That's what I get for talking trash, right, Tork?
That sounds uncharacteristic of him.
So
I took 4 1-point losses last iteration, so I'm all too familiar with the the tomfoolery of old vinyls over there and his thin lines of margin for error with these props. It's ridiculous. And I see a lot of people out there taking 1-point losses. It doesn't make me feel good. We should all deserve to win. Make it easier.
Yep.
No, don't make it easier. Just keep it the way it is.
No, but it's cool, man. I mean, I'll be honest. Some people ask if I want to do fantasy basketball. I don't have the time for it.
Same, yeah.
I can't keep up with it. The trades, the waiver wires. Are you paying for waivers? All this crap. So it's been a fun way to like stay engaged with basketball. And you got enough moments. You can pretty much always put together a roster, whether it's good or not. Who knows?
The hardest part is remembering to do it.
Yeah, but they like find you now. They send you a million emails.
They track you down like Liam Neeson and Taken.
Pretty sure I saw smoke signals the other day, and it said, "Set your TopShot roster, fast break. Don't forget, dummy."
So-and-so's injured. Yeah, injury. Replace Luka. Right? Last night.
I saw some smoke signals, man.
I got that. The Joker was out, so they told me, which was nice.
Dude, so there are a lot of updates from like fast break, just like TopShot between when it started and now. Fast break. I love the fact that I can set 4 or 5 days of lineups at a time.
That is nice.
And then so I have a lineup and then go in and tweak them. Or like before when it first started, someone was out and you didn't know. You were just SOL. Now you get notified. Like you have a chance. Like they're actually helping you, even though they know most people aren't going to go in and change it.
Yeah.
I feel most people set it and they just move on.
Yeah.
But for those of you that do, you got a chance to win, like, what is it, courtside seats and, like, all sorts of cool stuff now.
Yeah, right? The prizes are pretty legit. The daily prizes aren't the best, I'll be honest. I'm a little bitter about that. I finally got my first top 10 finish one day, and I realized 1 through 50 gets, the same arcade packs. But that's cool. It's all good. But they
don't get the same arcade. Every arcade pack is different.
True. They get the better ones. I took one for the team on that. I'm all about the community.
Always.
But no.
But it's still fun ripping the pack, right? I mean,
sometimes.
Yeah.
Some packs are better than others.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Yeah.
Like the one I pulled that SGA out of. Boom!
Ooh.
That's
any legendary pull is epic. First of all, like, I've never had a legendary just straight pull from a pack.
Wouldn't know what that feels like.
Oh, really? Oh.
Y'all don't know what that feels like?
I've never pulled Lego from
Kids these days treat.
I don't understand that. I don't understand that. Maybe I'm an influencer. I get the influencer part.
Yeah, I was gonna say I need to write a song or something.
Maybe about a bot.
Yeah,
bot song.
Treating a bot.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it is cool. I mean,
and
they changed up the music now too, and it's no longer the rapper. It's the box.
Even the pack openings changed. Like a lot has changed. Even the look, right, of packs have changed.
Yeah,
it doesn't look like a condom package anymore.
It doesn't.
Low key though, I wish I had one of those big ones from Vegas. Whoa, not like that treat. The oversized pack, the physical ones that they had in Vegas. It's just cool to have one of those, The end.
I'm sure they're out there somewhere, right?
I'm sure, but all the VIPs have them.
Yeah.
Not the simps.
Not the simps.
What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Yeah.
Except when you put it on a recorded podcast by CNC.
No, it is. You're right. It is always fun riffing a pack. I like the new music. But yeah, when you pull a good one, it's awesome.
It is. What about the sound?
Too many old. Yeah, the sound though. I think that's got to be like a Samuel D influence, right?
Yeah, it's in court or whatever live sound.
Oh, that is so.
Oh,
cool.
That's.
Sorry, I thought you meant the pack opening.
Yes, two different things though.
Oh yeah,
both sound. Of them, though. I do like the new pack sound, and dude, you're not a basketball fan. I'm gonna get a lot of hate. If you don't like in-game sound in your moments, I feel like you are a poser because it's what the moment is. It's the moment. It encapsulates. You see it visually, and now you can hear it. And
that makes such a difference.
Yeah,
it does.
So huge.
I'm
So-
curious. Do you think they go back and update the other series because the moments are so much better with this?
I know. I hope they do.
Yeah.
I hope they.
Yeah.
How does that affect the collection experience though? Knowing that they can go back and change a moment
Mm.
after you've owned it for years.
If it's that kind of a significant upgrade,
I'm at.
and let's say now let's just say hypothetically, let's say you have a
Or-
running back moment.
Yeah.
And let's say that they've not only found the in-game audio, but let's say it's like a Lakers moment and you get Chick Hearn on the call
Ooh,
or somebody like that. Or
That would be
I
super
mean,
cool.
I think there's a lot of possibilities there with dressing them up, not just with the in-game audio, but specific calls, remixes, if you will, of said home audio versus away audio, depending on a more famous call or not on the radio. I think that that might come into play, but I don't
That'd
know
be
how they would
amazing.
get rights for that. I'm just kind of thinking out loud here, but endless
Yeah.
possibilities.
I wouldn't even hate the fact if they had the same moment. Well, no, because it would have to be a whole new moment. But like if they had a trade in where if you traded in 5 of these base moments, you got 1 with audio, right? I don't know. Just random thoughts.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
that's cool. I hadn't thought about the epic calls, the famous calls. Yeah, that would be a huge game changer
Yeah.
for those moments.
I'm not as attached to like, I don't know, maybe there are some purists out there, but that seems like it makes the moment a million times better. Why would you not?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm with you.
If they start shuffling serial numbers on you, though, then that might be too far.
Right. Yeah. That's yeah.
Like when Pritchard hit that, deep 3 in the finals last year, that was the loudest I'd ever heard the Garden. Everybody just went so nuts.
Mhm.
Another amazing play that somebody traveled on for the Celtics.
They didn't call it. So did he travel?
I mean, yes, he definitely traveled. They said so after the game. Everybody said so. Everybody saw it.
Hey, the 2-minute report, what a waste. People getting paid good money to talk about something that happened in the past. It's over. Move on.
I think the real reason behind the 2-minute report is because I'm with you. I don't think it's necessary. It doesn't change the outcome of anything. The real reason is accountability, because since they legalize a sports bet and you have to be able to explain these calls, because if point spreads or things like that are impacted, now we got an issue.
That
Because
makes
people,
sense.
yeah. So
Logical and stuff.
What do you think
illusion
about
of
all the
it.
gambling now in the
Jeez.
leagues? Like you can gamble on everything
It's
now.
crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
What color socks will LeBron James wear tonight?
It really is. I mean,
Literally.
there's that many people love to gamble. It blows my mind. Like, I go to a casino and you just see everybody sitting at the slots, and I'm like, how do you do this?
They would love Fast Break. You should introduce them to Fast Break.
I should
They
go
can
to the
autofill
casino.
that.
Yeah, just hit that damn button and see what happens.
They can make
It's
multiple
a
accounts, and they could really press buttons.
slippery slope. They make it look so easy. They're like, hey, all you have to do is get this app. All you have to do is pick this player and just pick over under points. It's so easy.
What
Careful out there. Careful
is-
out there, everybody.
is there still multiple multi-accounting going on in TopShot?
Gosh, no, they
Absolutely.
cleaned that up a long time ago, Treat.
Oh,
Doesn't happen ever.
nothing.
Phil, you're saying it so confidently that now I don't believe you.
I'll stop gaslighting. No, it's probably. I mean, but what do you? I mean, maybe they consider it good for the economy at this point.
Right.
Kind of like a bot, if you will. Like there's
Yep.
debate on whether or not bots are good. SDA, how do you feel about Greatest Pirate Hunter, GPH, as he is affectionately known amongst the community, and other people who seem to be doing bot-like activities?
I could care less. I'll I'll be. I mean, all right. I'll be fair. It sucks for the people that are looking for their Grail moment, and I know a lot of folks have been impacted by it because you put in your offer. In one way, you're trying to lowball someone else in the community and hope they take it, and this other person comes in and says, "No, I'm willing to pay that plus $1." My thought is, don't get focused on those weeds, right? Like, if the economy were stronger and you had more users, no one would be talking about him, right? And it's one bot that's doing this stuff. And on the other side, it's one of the few people providing a lot of liquidity on some legendary moments. There are only a couple people buying, and some people need to take the money out, and if they're not there, then that liquidity is gone as well. But at the end of the day, like, only having one person that's interested in some of these moments is not good. And you grow the customer base, so it doesn't matter that this one person is making a bot. Like, yeah, they probably should read their terms of service, right? And that's not a great look. But I probably wouldn't come out saying everyone should try to make a bot. I don't think that's where we need to be. I think we need to be, how do we find more basketball fans to get on here that want to collect their moments and are willing to pay it, potentially willing to pay full price, as opposed to fighting over who gets, the first crack at the lowest offer on a Lego that you're, tanking from somebody by like $50, $60 from a low ask.
Yeah.
The more the conversation goes towards EV and drifts away from actual Connectin, Collectin, that just wasn't intended at all. But I mean, like, away from the fan experience is what I mean. Yeah. That's what we should be discussing instead of bots. And I think that some of that anger towards GPH is probably, not everybody, but some, is probably just, they're just haters because they don't know how to build bots, and they see that dude making a bunch of money, or woman, we don't know. But either way, women can hunt pirate treasure. But yeah, either way, making a bunch of money.
Pirates.
Pirates. I mean, So anyway,
I think
I like your point about if the economy overall was stronger, then we wouldn't even be discussing this.
Yeah,
it would be
that's funny. That's a great micro, macro, whatever the word is I'm supposed to use. Look of it.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're all just so in the weeds on this stuff that you forget about it. Whereas if you zoom out, a majority of people on TopShot probably could care less, don't even know who that person is, because they don't spend every waking minute reading Twitter or Discord or getting into it. Now, your power users, it's frustrating, right? Especially when you're going after your moment. And then, some of the communications from them is not great, saying, well, you should have just put in a better bid. Well, why would we do that, right?
Well, you're spot on, because for me, when I really think about it, it only affects me when it's on the one moment that I'm trying to obtain to finish that set or to finish that collection. That's the only time it ever frustrates me, because it's the only time it's ever really applicable to me. So I get that for sure.
Yeah.
I'm not going to try to build a bot though, because I can't.
No, I could. No, not worth the time. I bet you could. You're talented.
I could build like a no. They just
So SDA, are you still positive? I mean, you've been here from the beginning, collecting and connecting, a founder, and that things have definitely changed. Even our little, our group, kind of what we were planning on doing at the beginning. Now we're kind of rocking along with podcasts and burn giveaways and a lot of cool stuff, merch.
Yes,
we've kind of found our little niche. How are you feeling about the TopShot as a whole?
I'm definitely bullish on your guys' podcast. Thanks for having me. You guys are killing it. The voice of consistency every week, which is cool. I mean, I go back and forth. Tork gets a lot of my messages back and forth too. You do as well. End of the day, like, digital collectibles are the future, in my opinion. Like, I don't know. And I wasn't huge into physical card collecting after I was a kid, so take this with a grain of salt. But this is just so much easier, right? The fact that I can buy a pack, I could rip a pack, I can show my kids the highlight. My son asked the other day, picked up a ball, like they had a Shaq brand ball. So I got it, and he's 6, so never heard of Shaq. So I pulled up his TopShot moments, right? And we watched TopShot moments because they curate his best moments, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, wow, he's huge, right? And then I'm like, well, there are players that are bigger than him now, right? And he's just amazed by it. I think that the collecting experience has a lot to be desired, and I think that's what's holding me back right now from going after a lot of the moments this year. And I'm also not a huge regular season base set type
Yeah.
collector. So I like to wait for kind of, I think the freshman gems, rookie revelations, and then playoff moments are the things I really like right now. I just think that there are a couple things that they should be focused on differently, but that's kind of above my pay grade. I don't work for Dapper there. But I think really honing into the collecting experience would be where I'd be putting all my eggs right now if I were them.
So the whole time you were talking, and I don't disagree with anything that you said. Especially like base set, I was one that was trying to complete the last couple seasons because they were rewarding if you had a base set locked, you would get something, right?
Yep.
So that type of thing to me makes sense. The messed up part, and it's why my mind's crazy, when the whole time I was thinking about you buying your kid the Shaq basketball, but for some reason I was picturing and being like, who's Shaq? And you showing him a picture of Larry Bird. And then this is Shaq. I really want to find someone and do that to where I make them think that Shaq is Larry Bird. And yes, so they're like, no, look, there's Shaq. And people are like, that's not Shaq, dude.
Yeah,
that's Shaq. I'm sorry. I know that's stupid, but it's my first day off in a while, and my brain's having fun.
Well, and then they start to read, though. Why does it say Larry?
Yeah, that's weird. Maybe that's the English conversion.
Yeah.
That's how you say Shaq in English.
But no, I think the moments are awesome in the regular set. It's just you have so much money to spend on collectibles, right? And some people love going after them. Some people were collecting just to get the reward, and I think that's cool. Some people were collecting to get TSS. So that's a whole different story. And the other thing is, as a Wizards fan, there's not really anything in the regular season of the last couple of years that you're just like, this is a grail moment.
Pumped. Right. Yeah.
Right. We've had a lot of commons. So instead, this summer I went after a lot of the LeBron S1s.
Oh, wow.
So the bubble moments, because I just think historically those are so cool. And going through the playoff rounds and watching those, because I just think historically, as a collector, I would just love to own those. And the mint counts are pretty small on them, and hopefully we never have another bubble type moment. But and to also get King James is cool. So I kind of shifted away from stacking some base Wizards moments for going for some of that stuff.
So let me. I didn't know to even look at these things, but are they still doing parallels? Is that still a thing?
Kind of.
Okay.
That SDA gave the correct answer. It is kind of.
They have them or not?
They're not doing the Torn and Vortex and stuff like that.
So they're just doing
the explosion, but it's also they're only available in pack drops, right? I think they're only coming out randomly with some tandem stuff. I could be wrong.
Yeah, they did at the end of last year with the honors because there was a bit of a snafu with the pack distribution. So they needed to reward the top collectors because they were supposed to get certain serials. And so they ended up making, I think, 1 out of 10s there. So I don't think they're leaning into it as much, but they do have, is it the supernova moments now, the out of 10s. And so just some different ways in which they're playing with mint counts to make things more scarce and desirable to the community.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I know. I've been buying the premium, at least one premium pack a week. I've been successful with those, but
yeah,
I've just thought about it, man. I haven't really seen any parallels in those.
Yeah, and I'm for not having them. I think it's confusing. You go back to look at 2-3 years ago, when you're in the mix of it, it makes a lot of sense. And I get what they're doing with it. It's, it's cool seeing some different art and all that. It's just from a collecting standpoint, it's a little bit tough to track down what those look like. And then on the blockchain, they show up a little bit differently when you're looking at sites like Floaty or Own the Moment and just trying to view your collection differently. So I think.
Interesting. Yep. Well, you're not stacking the Wizards, definitely not stacking Wizard playoff moments.
No.
Probably Derek Lively is who you're stacking. if I had to guess.
I'm kicking myself. I missed a chance to get one of his moments. I think Scotty J had one for sale. It's like an out of 10 at the beginning of the season, and I forgot to pull the trigger, and someone else beat me to it.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, was it an honors moment? Maybe it was like the 1 out of 10 type things. He's a stud. The Wizards got studs this year, though. We got Bub is playing well. Bilal has stepped it up. We got George is playing well too. SARS is coming together, and they're a fun team.
Have you been able to go see any live games?
Not yet.
Not yet.
No, we'll be going soon, but haven't gotten tickets yet.
Okay.
But need to get over there.
Yeah. I got to get over to Memphis. I have, now that we don't win tickets, it's not as attractive to make the 2-hour drive.
Yeah, it's tougher when you got to use your own money, right?
It is. Wish I could burn some moments for tickets. That'd be badass.
Yeah. But again, that goes back to what you said earlier. The fan experience, the connecting, and the actual part of collecting and connecting and being able to go and meet and greets. And that's one area. TopShot's gotten a lot better in moments and a lot of other stuff, but that's an area that this year they've been a little bit more lacking. I know they're focused on a lot of places, right? They're trying to clean up some stuff and become more efficient. And so it'll be interesting to see, where things kind of go towards the rest of the season. If things pop up, catwalks across America. Like, are we still going to have some events? Is there still going to be some stuff for collectors to get together?
Yeah.
Stuff like that. It'll be interesting.
Yeah, it makes a huge difference. I mean, I think every single event I've been to, and TopShot Wizard and Stevie G are the Wizards captains here. We think about our season a little bit differently here in DC, and hopefully in a couple of years we'll be more like you guys. But one of the big things to celebrate is draft night, since we don't really worry about playoffs. And so last year we did it at 5 iron, and you come out of there wanting to buy moments, right? Because you're talking with other people, you're talking about like, what are you collecting? What deals are you getting? All that stuff. And so you come out of there really having more of appreciation for it. But it's also been cool. Now we've got a group of people that are, in a Twitter chat where we're talking about the games, and we've gotten to meet some really cool Wizards like podcasters. So we're listening to their content. They've come to some of our games with us.
Nice.
So TopShot Wizard, he's been in it from the very beginning as a captain. He's done a great job, and I hope that they have more of these events for people, because it makes such a difference. Like I said, that's why I think digital is just so much better, because you can connect with all these people and get together and share these experiences.
No doubt. Love it.
I'm sorry. I was thinking about being at a basketball game. I haven't been at one all season.
Yeah, we opened with, I think I got offered tickets the first night. I think it was against the Celtics, but I couldn't go to that one. I think it's the Jason Tatum MGLE game.
Yeah.
How do you feel about them blowing their MGLE Tatum on the first game against the perennial Wizards?
Now, what do you guys think about? I like the burning for MGLEs. Like I did the Tatum and the Jaw, especially when I've stacked all these damn moments for TSS back in the day or whatever, and now they're giving me some utility. Like, I'll burn 5 Grizzly Commons. Yeah. For this, you liking that?
That part's awesome. What I'm not liking are my poor trading decisions. I need one of you to protect. So when the TSS reset, I was like, and Denny moved on to Portland. I'm like, I'll sell this moment. And that TopShot bought it. Oh. And then was it 2 weeks later, they just did this burn challenge for the Bilal MGLE.
Yeah.
I had to buy back my Denny moment to burn, because I was the cheapest rookie, and I had to pay 21, and I sold it for 16. So at some point as a user, you have to, take some of the blame. But
that's funny. Buy it back to burn it.
But speaking of that, you were super generous. You sent me one out of the blue. That made my day because I just ripped 4 arcade packs of just garbage, and I'm like, I'm done with this. And then I clicked this redeem link, and I was like, wait, what?
Whoa! Well, I pulled that. I pulled him in the in one of those premium packs, and I'm like, yeah, man, I don't want. I got to send this to my guy.
That was awesome.
Yeah. I'm so glad you enjoy it, man. I mean, dude, that's the fun stuff. You pull something in these packs, and I got a buddy that would love this moment.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was reveling in what you were saying because I still have a few arcade packs sitting in my my account because I opened like 6, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna stop. It's just I know what the other 4 or 5 are about to be, so I just stopped. But now in the back of my head, I'm like, oh, but there's a little chair.
You need to rip those things, but that's some self-control.
I want to rip them with friends, Like I want to be somewhere. I want to rip some stuff together.
Pull them up. Let's see what you got.
Yeah, like I actually have more packs in my account than I've ever kept at any time because I have a pack, I open it.
Right,
like I can't. Yeah. I'll try not to, and then like 3 days later, it's open. But
I have 1 pack in my account.
Whoa, what pack is it?
It's the LeBron anthology moment from was it a couple of years ago?
Wow.
It sounds like a great pack to have in your account, I must say.
But you're not guaranteed the anthology moment.
Oh, it's the one that you
But while it's still in the pack, I've got a shot. Right now I have it, right?
Yeah,
but once I open it, I don't. So
wow.
Yeah, Tork was there. Who was it that asked? Because like when if you sell a pack, because Pack Marketplace, a great place if you want to take a chance, if you want to gamble, if you want to have some odds. But like, who was it? They were like, "Do you ever sell a pack and then go and look and see what was in the pack?" And I was like, "I did it once, and what I wanted was in it, and I've never looked back again because it's all
don't look.
Don't look. It was always trash, and I'll never know the best things were in there."
Yeah, that's not work.
I sold a quick rip last year that had what is the Miami Heat? No, it had the Heat rookie.
And
it was like a $400 or $500 moment.
Oh,
wow!
Luckily, whoever pulled it sent me like a Wizards a Beal MGLE, which was really nice of her. But
there are good people in the world.
It's kind of like going to look at the pack contents of something you sold is like that 2-minute report, right? Like, who cares? It's done is done.
Yeah.
Right, Tork? I mean, come on.
It's a good segue. It's a hell of a segue. I remember when that happened, though, SDA. I think that was, I don't want to butcher her last name, but it's Waddell, Terry. Her content on Twitter is really amazing. Her NBA content, she's hilarious. But yeah, that was really cool of her to send you that Meagle moment for sure.
Yeah,
so
I've never interacted with her before, so that was just complete out of the blue. Her feeling that bad for me, but
that's good vibes. Good stuff. Get good things back.
Yeah, see, there's still good members of the community out there.
There are.
Yeah, see, that's when you're down. She sent me something when I was down. Treat sent me something. So
that's right, man. We got you, brother. We got you.
That's why I'm still bullish on it, right? Like I think long term it'll get figured out. I think we're just way too in the weeds right now, and that's sort of been my focus this season. Get out of the weeds a little bit, have some fun. I would love for them to allow us to collect a little bit, move our collection around, especially those of us that have quite a few moments. Right now you rip at 10 arcade packs and, you might have 50 trade tickets. That's the first thing you see every day you log in, as opposed to my LeBron bubble moments, which are the biggest. That's what I want to see when I log in. Yeah. And just the ability to play around with your collection. I mean, I think you go back to like when you were a kid with cards, and I do it with my kids. You go to Target, you buy some cards, and the second you buy those, I'm not going to go to a card store. Like they're worth $0.
It's gone.
It's gone, right? Yeah. I'm not even going to Floaty and listing for 25 cents. It's gone. But what do? They throw it on the floor, right? and then they organize it by like teams or players or all this stuff, and you realize, like, to me, that's kind of the real value of this stuff, right?
Yeah.
I get, like, greatest pirate hunter, he could care less, right? He just wants to bot it up and make as much money as possible, right? And I know a lot of people want to do that, and I think that's cool. But if you get back intrinsically, like, what's the fun of collecting? It's playing with your collection, organizing it. Like, I don't know how you do that in a digital world, but I feel like that's what they're missing right now. And until you get that, you're just chasing EV, and there's just no way to win that game, in my opinion.
Yeah, you're right.
You got to stuff packs.
Because literally, as you were saying it visually, I was picturing, like, if I had a physical pack, that's the first thing I'm doing is categorizing them. Oh, this has the extra badge. Oh, this is the special card.
Yeah.
Or whatever. It's the same thing applicable to NBA Top Shot. So,
well, it's cool to see what attracts them when they pull a card out. And that's where, like, parallels could be really cool because they pull that moment out. But a parallel is not super cool if you're clicking through 4 buttons and you don't know how to sell it or buy it or whatnot.
Yeah. Well, and if the idea is to further connect fans to the players, or the players' biggest fans, and what better way to do that than have a way to, you can call it organizing the collection, or better way to show off your fandom in that regard by having a specific playlist of your favorite plays of a certain player. And you can kind of do that already, but a better way to provide that instantly, I suppose would be awesome. But I'm right there with you. So hopefully in the near future.
And that's, I'm hopeful for that. I mean, I don't know, I'm sure Treat, you're using AI and stuff at work. But there's just a lot of cool stuff out there that's coming out, and we're kind of in the middle of all this, doing it together. But I mean, you think about the ability to type in, like, Celtics moments where players have scored 50 points, and it auto shuffle your collection, so you don't have to drag and drop into these folders like you've been doing in your Microsoft computers forever. Right. It just shows it right away, and you get to watch those moments, or, find me the top rookies from the 2015 draft class, right? And it just filters your collection right away. That's where I'm hoping this technology goes. So who knows when this might happen, or if it ever happens. It's just a pipe dream.
Very cool. That would be amazing. That would be cool. I mean, definitely a way to show them off. Like, when I'm showing my collection off, it's cumbersome. Hey, I'm gonna open this app. Let me find the one I want to show you. And it's buried under the last 20 trade tickets I pull. So I feel you.
Yeah. No, and I loved your ticket thing. I thought that was the coolest video I've seen.
That was fun. But again, I won those tickets because I had that collection. So,
right.
Yeah. Very cool.
Yeah. I'm looking around. I see Tree's got CNC gear. I got some merch on. We got Tork over here with some merch on. SDA, do you know anything about merch?
Okay, baby.
You can. Oh, look, there's some merch.
District of Collectors.
That was the old school. Yeah, man. That's the CNC website. We got some really cool merch that Premium SD put together. So a lot of fan communities. We got CNC shirts and stuff on there. So a cool way for if someone's part of a community, if you buy some merch from that community, they get a portion of the sales that goes back to help fund, moments or tickets or events. So we got quite a few on there. I think we had the new, we did a little redesign for the jazz community with Frampton and Colton.
Nice.
Did some cool stuff there. So definitely check out the site. We got some neat stuff out there.
Yeah, I always love seeing cool different designs. I saw the new stuff they came out with is super cool. I know the Mavericks has some stuff there. A lot of the community does.
Maverick stuff is awesome.
Yeah, definitely go check that out too. If you got some merch, if you love your Top Shot, want to rep some gear, that's a great way to help the community as well.
Yeah, I think one of my favorites is the video game number shirt. That's pretty cool.
Sweet.
Even had some people ask that were outside of the community what that was all about. I thought it was pretty slick. So Premium's done a great job.
Yeah, he's a gifted dude. He's fired up. His Cavs are undefeated.
It's insane.
Man,
They're good.
They are good. I mean,
Tork's been telling us about Allen forever, though, so we should have listened to him.
True. That's true.
Maybe.
Yes. Hopefully,
Tork.
Yeah, he'll be injured
Nothing?
again this year in the playoffs.
He's the nicest guy in the NBA. It's scientifically proven.
Scientifically
Do nice guys win thoh?
They always finish what?
I mean, they would have beat the Celtics last year if they not have been injured.
Oh,
I listen.
So would they have beat the Mavs?
no.
Yes. Listen, Allen made. I mean, he makes a huge difference, man. He does.
100%.
Yeah,
huge difference. They're a completely different team with him on the court.
It's like taking Jason Tatum away from the Celtics.
They still be fine.
Oh wow.
Jaylen Brown's the guy who makes it. It's not even Jaylen Brown so much as it is Drew Holiday and Derek White.
Holiday, Derek White, yep.
And Missoula.
Missoula. Joe don't play.
Treat, I got to ask you about Zach Edey. How do you like watching him play?
It's, it's just.
I know Tork is very bullish on him.
He is. Tork loves him.
I'm actually bullish on him. So
he's gonna be on the all rookie team unless he gets hurt. He's gonna be on the all rookie first team whether I like it or not. He's deserving of it.
Well, it's just like we say with a whole lot of players, right? It's timing and where you land. Yeah. I mean, maybe he doesn't do as well in another city, but in Memphis, where they need that guy, that pick and roll guy, that they can rebound and gobble up the lane. Jaren Jackson Jr. is not a center, right? So he gets to play the four. It's everything fits for him in Memphis. So it highlights his strengths for that team. So I think that just like, you guys know that. It's a good fit. He probably would struggle somewhere else.
Yeah.
Maybe they just asked him to do too much early on because the first 5 games, it was like foul out in like 10 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And ever since they moved him to the bench, he's doing a little bit better. But he's only playing like 14, 15 minutes a game. So if he could ever find that efficiency at like 20, 25 minutes a game, find a way to stay on the court, conditioning as well. We'll see. There's another rookie, though, that we're not talking about for Memphis, Jalen Wells. If he keeps playing that way, he'll be first team all rookie. So you guys might end up with 2 of them. For crying out loud, the freaking Wizards might have 2, maybe 3. Well, I don't know if Kaishan's going to make it, but Sar could be first team all rookie. Bub's going to be first team all rookie more likely. Yeah. So now this is starting to get fun because who do we? There can only be 5, and there's like about 7 or 8 dudes that are probably going to be in the conversation.
So who should we stack, Tork? Who should we stack?
Oh, not financial advice. I think right now it's Stephon Castle is in the conversation. Bub Carrington's in the conversation. Alex Sarr's in the conversation. Edey's in the conversation.
It is.
Jalen Wells is in the conversation. There's 5 or 6 right there. Depending on you mentioned advantageous situations. I don't know. Other than those 5 or 6, I think those are pretty solid locks to be in the conversation for all rookie first team.
What's more exciting, last year's rookie class where you had that few amazing players, or this year where we're kind of wondering who's gonna shine?
I think this year's more fun.
Yeah.
By the way, McCain's in the conversation. I think Reese Shay's in the conversation. Yuck. Klingon could play his way in the conversation. I was talking to SDA about this the other day that historically DeAndre Ayton has not been not held up throughout a whole season. And so if you start giving Klingon big minutes up there, he had 8 blocks the other night.
Amazing.
He's looking pretty good too. We'll see what happens.
I much prefer anything happening than there's obviously it's clear there's no question there's no other front runners. I like that it's going to come down to how people kind of finish out and the consistency. If some of these guys can keep it up or if they're just going to slowly kind of peter away and drop out of the conversation.
Keep it up, don't peter away.
That's right. Treat in a box.
Yeah, no, I mean,
Christmas is
especially
coming
from the Wizards are playing their rookies like 25, 30 minutes each. So, we don't have a ton of wins except against the Hawks, which is kind of funny. But to me, it's a lot more fun. I feel like teams are playing their rookies a lot more this year, especially the ones that are in kind of tank rebuild mode.
Yeah.
Whereas the last couple of years, we'd bring these veterans in, play them, hoping that we could get assets for them with trading. Whereas now we're actually playing the kids. And I don't know if you saw Draymond Green came out of our game, and I guess all these rookies were talking trash to him from the very beginning. And like these guys are confident, and I know
that's why Draymond's over there trying to break ankles.
Yeah. No, but he came away like impressed with like Bub and George and Sar, because I don't think Sar's much of a trash talker, but I think Bub likes to get in some people's ears. So they're talking some trash. They're having fun. They're playing really well with Jordan Poole. Kuz is having a little bit of a tougher time integrating with the young guys, but Poole has stepped up his game, and they're losing, but they're like fun losing. I don't know if that makes any sense.
No, it does. It does.
Yeah.
And I know Mr. Kicker was talking about it. We got a lot of the old Oklahoma City folks now running the show here, so they're trying to do the exact same thing. So if we can be anything like OKC, I think it's gonna be a fun couple of years.
I got a question. When does Dallas go tank rebuild mode? After the All-Star break? Before?
I don't know. We're just trying to figure stuff out. We're a good young team. We beat teams like, I don't know, San Antonio, who's having a fairly good season so far. A couple other teams. We're just trying to figure it out. We have our whole team's rookies, every single one of them. We're in rebuild mode right now. Every single one of them. First year NBA contracts. So,
Yeah, that's treat. No, we take it one day at a time until our backs are against the wall, and then that's how we have to play. And because like I said, one game at a time, one quarter at a time, 1 minute at a time, if that's what it takes. Attention to detail. It's what Jason Kidd's all about.
Yep.
He can't say it without laughing.
Oh man, come on! It's just because Jason Kidd's demeanor on the sideline, because he more often than not looks like a deer in headlights, just like, what's going on in this game? Like, what am I? What I was supposed to call a timeout there.
What's my name?
We were supposed to call a timeout.
So what happens in Dallas if the Spurs start taking off and start making deep runs? Do fans start dipping?
Biggest word was if. And here in Texas, the further south you get, you can't spell 2-letter words that well. So we're not worried.
Just re-sign Luka and you'll be all right.
True.
But so the crazy thing, when I was a kid, it was the San Antonio Spurs. They were the premier team.
Oh yeah,
Duncan, you know what I mean. So it was like, Dallas was not. I mean, that was it. And we
just keep Luka. Just keep Luka. Luka will win some championships. It's
scientifically proven.
The dude is so good that he will carry a team to multiple championships. You heard it right here.
Well, it's like Dirk, right? Like everyone loved Dirk, and the fact that we went to the ship a couple of times and he finally got one, and they were like, "All right, we got it."
Luka will do that.
He's definitely on a bucket list of wanting to see him play in person.
Oh yeah.
Only if you knew someone in Dallas that had a free place to stay and an extra car you could borrow, and all it took was buying a ticket to the game.
Talk to me.
Oh, how horrible!
3-ball has a car you can borrow.
Yes, he does. I'm sure. You just gotta say you're an Uber driver and don't say the word TopShot in the house.
Who lives closer to the stadium?
I got an idea. We all meet up in Dallas. We go to where 3-ball's reffing. We sit in the stands and we heckle him all game long, just on him. Every call he makes. What do you think?
I'll even tell you his real name, and we can yell his real name.
Oh, hey. Oh.
Yeah.
We don't need his real name for that. We got
No,
all
'cause if
kinds
we
of
all
names.
keep yelling 3 balls at a
We'd be yelling
like a professional game, we may be the ones getting kicked out.
bozo. We get some sunglasses and a
Where's Waldo
walking.
at?
Hey, you're so blind, ref. I mean, just
Oh,
old school
We're
heavy.
all going to dress up like the blind refs.
Oh yes, yes.
oh my gosh!
If you're in the Dallas area and you're at a high school game and you see 3-ball reffing, please give him a hard
send us
time.
photos and give him a hard time and send us photos.
Yeah.
Man, I'm so glad 3 ball's not in our chat right now listening.
That's a
Oh
tough
my
job,
goodness.
being
I
a
love
ref.
I love it.
Dude, I don't want to be a ref, but I love yelling at refs because I always know the better call. Obviously.
I listen, I bet 3-ball, I bet he what do they call it when he knows a foul's gonna happen before it happens, he
Anticipates it.
anticipates a foul. I bet he
He's
is
a premature whistler.
happy.
Yeah,
Foul.
premature whistler is what they call it in the referee world.
He would
How
foul
many-
out Zach Edey for sure.
How many texts do you think 3-ball's called this season?
Over under 12.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to go 8. This would be a good giveaway.
Ooh,
That's true.
this would be.
What do you
What
think,
age
Tork?
group does he referee?
What?
High school.
High school? I was going to say
South Oak Loop.
I don't know. In my mind, he's like Ref Jeff, if y'all are familiar.
Uh-uh.
You never familiar?
Please explain.
So Nick Kroll had a show called Kroll Show on Comedy Central, and he was a basketball ref, and his name was Ref Jeff. And Ref Jeff was on the court having a good old time, talking to players, making sure that the game ran smoothly. Yeah.
Having fun.
Anyway, over under, I'd say 50 technical fouls.
50.
In one season?
I'd say easily and probably at least 7 ejections. He may. I heard a rumor that he cleared out a whole gym because he didn't like the audience. He didn't like the crowd. They were being a little
Get
too
out of here.
rambunctious.
Yeah, that's
So
right.
he just cleared the gym. I don't know if you guys knew that refs can do that. They can absolutely do that.
It is Texas. You guys get a
They
little
are,
rowdy down there.
yeah, it's like they're president of the basketball court at the time.
Yes.
Yeah. Martial
I mean,
law.
3-ball cleared out an entire stadium of gymnasium.
Gymnasium.
It was very much like the exchange in semi-pro where Will Ferrell's talking to the referee and he's going off and he's like cussing up a storm, and then finally he just drops one F-bomb and he's like, he teases him up. He's like, "What did I do? What did I do?" And so 3-ball teed up the coach, and then all the parents started getting on a 3-ball because free speech and whatnot, and then it escalated from there.
Free speech and whatnot.
Not free speech on 3-ball's court.
Not anymore. It wasn't.
Not.
It's
Not
free
anymore, it wasn't.
speech. Free speech.
Free speech.
Yeah.
Only he speaks. So before we wrap up talking about 3-ball and his referee skills, I would like a hot take or something, either a player or a team, for the rest of the season that you got. Who's
Hot
someone
take.
that, it can be anything, Treaticus. It's okay. Think about it. It's really hard. Whether it's someone you're excited about, someone that people are trash talking, you think they're a little better than they are, who's someone flying under the radar, who's the team that everyone's giving crap, but you think they're going to have that late season run. I know we're really late into the season now. We're only, 14, 15 games in or whatever, but
I got a hot take. Here we go. Everybody's piling on the East for being weak, but NBA champion will come out of the East again this year. Boom! Hot take.
ooh. Okay. That is.
Who's it going to be?
He's afraid to say that.
Well, all I got to say is they travel well. See that? That meant 2 different things, Tork. They travel well. He doesn't like it.
I'm not going to entertain this bullshit anymore. Enough's enough.
Yeah.
That's my hot take.
I mean, and he could very well be talking about the Pistons. We don't know.
He probably
He
is. They
mentioned-
do travel very well.
They
They're
do.
a great road team.
Detroit fans love. I mean, the Pistons won this past weekend. The Lions won. Detroit fans are everywhere, guys. Like they're very, very vocal.
Yep.
I'm going to tell you mine. Everyone's excited about OKC, and my hot take is the Mavs are going to finish ahead of OKC this year.
In the regular season?
Don't you make me answer more questions, SDA. I stand by my statement, and I'm stunned.
Okay.
You have Luka, so anything can happen.
Yeah, hey, you have a SGA legendary, so again, anything can happen.
I do.
Yeah. You don't have so much more time to think before we hit
More
NBA.
hot takes. Let's go.
All right.
You got to say something.
I'm saying the Knicks get bounced in the play-in games.
Oh. Somebody check on Glenn. Somebody check on Glenn. He's down in his basement struggling right now.
He's hanging out with Brunson talking about game plans.
Or at least first round. They'll probably looking at the East is a little bit weak from
I like your take.
top to bottom. But
Yeah.
you said hot take. I would do that.
That's a good
I
one.
like it.
I got
like it.
OKC making the finals, but I think the Knicks, when it comes to playoff basketball, I'm interested to see how their makeup fits against other teams in a series. I think it's going to be a little bit interesting. They're obviously very talented, but
they brought in Towns, who's known to be tough in the playoffs
and not score in the fourth quarter when I needed a fast break.
I can't wait to hear Tork's hot take.
I mean, I'm just thinking about rookies. I think that the Wizards will finish with 2 rookies on the first team all-rookie team.
Woo!
Club and Star. I think that ends up happening. As long as they stay healthy, should be the case.
Expensive year. And then have to ramp up the TopShot purchases.
Hell of a time to be a Wizards fan.
Yeah, hell of a time to be collecting rookies on TopShot for a Wizards fan.
You're gonna make me spend money. I was trying to pause for a little bit, but you come on here and you got me on the marketplace.
Spend that money.
Tap
Can't
that
take it with you. Can't
Tap
take it
that
with you,
down.
baby.
Quick question right before we leave. If you're going to buy a moment, are you doing it on the app or are you doing it on the computer? Or are you doing it on your phone on the computer?
Phone on the website.
Phone on website or website on computer.
It depends if I have Dapper. I do like the app. The app is really slick now.
Yeah, it is.
So it is easy to buy it. But I also look at Floaty.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
I like it.
Sometimes you can get a good. That's where I got a lot of my LeBron S1s.
Yeah,
I think someone listed it on there when they dropped, and somebody snatched them all up on TopShot, and I think they must just not have forgotten to revise their listing, and it was like $200 cheaper just sitting there.
Oh wow, yeah.
So it was a good deal there.
Nice. I got to remember.
You found some good deals.
Yeah. I'm a phone website guy, so on my phone on the website as well.
Because usually I don't have Dapper, and I need to put my credit card in, and so I'm used to doing it the old school way.
Yes.
Without the Apple fee.
Yes.
Don't pay that fee.
Don't pay that fee.
Don't pay that fee. That's a great place to wrap up today.
Yeah, there we go.
Life advice. Don't pay that fee, folks.
Don't pay that fee. Eat some queso.
Court ordered, and then definitely pay it. If not, then you're going to be screwed later. Episode 76, Collectin and Connectin. Special guest, SDA, man. So glad to have you. Treaticus, Tork.
Legend.
Yeah, man. Just
enjoyed it, fam.
This was fun. Thanks for having me.
Peace out,
go
guys.
out there and have a kick-ass day. Peace out, everyone.
See ya.
Queso.
I bleeped that out. 3-ball with I said the A word.
We're just starting off the season. It's only going to get bigger and better. Thank you for watching. Check out our merch store. I'm rocking the Stack Them Rook shirt. Shop Collectin Connectin. We'll see you next Tuesday.